Hello my friends and welcome back. My name is Hana and today I have a casual cosplay for you. So if you're curious about what I'm wearing on my face, what I mentioned in today's video, and what I'm doing in other pockets of the internet, I always have links in the description box down below. So don't forget to check them out. I am a small content creator, so none of my links are sponsored or affiliated, and I do not copy and paste anybody else's sponsored or affiliated links. Now, with that out of the way, today's casual cosplay is actually another collaborative effort, but this time with Beauty and the Beaker. Her channel is so interesting. She is an engineer and she loves science, but she also loves makeup and she loves colorful makeup. So after she reached out to me, she asked me if I would be down to do a Legend of Zelda casual cosplay. And I thought that was a wonderful idea. So the character that she gave me, or the concept that she gave me, was actually the golden cartridge from the original Zelda game. And so the color palette that she kind of pulled for me, I will also include right here, is what I'm working with. Just kind of on like a mirror surface, I clearly didn't use as many grays and blacks that are as swatched in her palette. But the thing with these casual cosplay videos is that I receive a color story, and how I use those colors is kind of up to me. They're just giving me a color palette. And I don't know, Legend of Zelda is one of those series where I think everybody loves it, even if you're not a gamer, even if, like, I don't know, you probably have never played, maybe that's like the only video game you've ever played, or maybe you're a diehard gamer and that's the game that got you into gaming. You maybe have not even played the original Zelda game that I'm using as reference, but maybe you played Ocarina of Time, and only Ocarina of Time, or maybe you played Wind Waker, or maybe Breath of the Wild is like your Zelda game. Like, that's the Zelda game that you know and love. And Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out very shortly. What is it called? Kingdom of Tears. I'm very excited. So I was very much into doing this Legend of Zelda casual cosplay, and I don't think this is going to be the last of these Zelda casual cosplays. I'm sure once Tears of the Kingdom, is that what it's called? The new Breath of the Wild. As soon as that game comes out, I'm pretty sure that might be the inspiration I have to like just chop my hair and bleach my hair and just be cute little short-haired Zelda, because like I have been in love with her since I saw her years ago. Obsessed with. I did realize though, when going through my closet to kind of put an outfit together, I don't have like Legend of Zelda clothing. I felt like I did, but then I remembered that I'm like no longer 12 years old and in middle school, so the Zelda shirts that I thought I had, like I don't. And not that they were anything cool, most of them were Ocarina of Time. I couldn't imagine myself I don't think I've ever had a Wind Waker shirt, but if I had a Wind Waker shirt, I would have held on to that for like years, until death kind of thing. But I am wearing a gray hoodie because I am supposed to be a cartridge, so you know, like console in the cartridge. I know, creativity over here. But let's get into this look. Let's go ahead and zoom in and show you how I got all of this together. Now that we've zoomed in and gone back in time a little bit, I'm going to show you how I created this eye look. Obviously on my eye with no makeup. To start, I'm going to go into the Necromancy Cosmetica palette, and I'm going to take the shade Enlightenment. I'm taking it on a fluffier brush, and because the cartridge is kind of like the base of this like canvas, I forget what the actual vocabulary word is for that. If you're an artist, let me know in the comments down below. What am I trying to say? Because it's just like the base color, everything is on top of it. So although I want my eyes to be bold and stand out, I more so want to get a wash of color on my lid. Like, that's kind of what I was going for. So I want to kind of blow out this gold tone as far as I can. This is kind of like a mustardy yellow, so if you don't have this Necromancy Cosmetica palette, that's okay. I think you can pretty much do this entire kind of look with the Gemini palette if you had it. I just personally didn't reach for it because I wanted something that was a bit more yellow. Because I don't know, when I think of Legend of Zelda, I think of the yellow Triforce and Link and Zelda's beautiful blonde hair. So I kind of also want to capture that in a way. Maybe I'm giving myself like an extra assignment, but it is what it is. Okay, so now that I have that blown out, I'm going to reach into the Soul Mane 2 palette, and I'm taking the shade Warm Light, and taking a flat brush, I'm going to pop that on my lid. This is more of a marigold shade, but I think that it pairs very well with the Enlightenment shade. And when I put the liquid shadow on top, I just think that these two shades play well together. I promise there was a whole thought process put into it. You can take the Black Hole shade in the Soul Mane 2 palette. You can also take the Is It Black Thorn from the Swamp of Sorrows palette. I'm going to take Black Hole from the Soul Mane 2 palette, and I'm popping that into my outer corner and kind of flicking it out because I'm going to make more of like a tipped point and kind of blend that in. I don't want a super bold black in the outer corner, but just enough to add some flair. Now that I have the black in the outer corner, I'm reaching into my Kaleidos quad and I'm taking that deep gray and I'm patting it in my lower lash line and just kind of sweeping it across. And then I'm taking the matte black from that palette and I'm punching it in the outer corner and kind of using it to pseudo line that lash line right there. I just kind of want to blend these two blacks together because this is a more opaque black than the one from the Oden's Eye palette. And then this is my favorite part. So I don't know if this is still available, but I'm reaching into the Stila Yellow Tails, what is this, liquid eyeshadow. I haven't used this in so long, so I was very excited to reach into this once, you know, Beauty and the Baker gave me her little project. And so I'm sweeping what I can from the wand of the product onto a flat brush, and I'm going to paint it over the marigold. Kind of like you're doing a cut crease. I'm not going to take it over the black, but I'm going to take it as far as I can into the lid and just kind of blend it in. This particular Stila shade, I mean, it doesn't really have a super opaque like yellow base. I've used this over lighter yellows and it looks more white, but over this marigold it looks more yellow, which I really enjoy. It's not quite like the deep gold of a lot of the photos of the palette, or excuse me, of the cartridge. But I don't know, maybe in my heart of hearts, I want to believe that the cartridge itself was maybe like a brighter gold, and just with time, it's gotten darker. Because I used to also have like the original Game Boy, and it was the gray one, the original gray Game Boy. And that thing turned all kinds of colors, and I had to bleach and wash it to get it back to its original state, and it's like not even in its true original state. Do you guys watch those videos too where like the guy's wearing like the white gloves and he's kind of like opening things or like fixing things? Maybe those are two different channels. There's one channel that like is opening video game like bundles, and then there's another one that might be the same one where he's like putting together like old console things. I watched one where they cleaned, it was like a controller for I think the GameCube, but it had a keyboard that was like really cool. I like to watch videos like that. So let me know in the comments down below, who do you watch? Who am I thinking of? Because I can't think of their name off the top of my head. They don't talk, you just see their hand. You don't even know what color their hands are because they're just wearing the white gloves. And I just want to make sure I make it nice and even and my line is pretty clean. And then taking a thinner, or taking a smaller end brush, I'm reaching into the Hela palette and I'm taking the shade Rebirth and I'm using that as an inner corner highlight. This is a more like yellow kind of base, not so much gold, but I thought it would pair well with the yellow of the Stila glitter. or like the Stila liquid shadow, and kind of marry all of these shades together. At this point, I am going to take a yellow eyeliner. I wish I had a gold eyeliner. Like, I don't, this is almost like too bright neon yellow for what I really want it to go for. I think if I had a gold one, it would better tie the gold tones together. But I unfortunately don't have a gold one. Like, I have the Melt gold gel liner in Cultra, but I didn't want to do a winged liner or anything like that. I thought about doing maybe like a graphic design with it, but this is supposed to be a casual cosplay. It's not supposed to be anything like too incredibly difficult. So I feel like if I had a more gold gel liner to put in my waterline, that would better tie this together. But I'm just going to go in with the yellow that I have. I'm going to put my mascara on, and then we can move on to the rest of the face. I touched a black shadow somewhere, and now it's all over my hands, and I'm afraid to get it on my face. But my eyes are done. I have my lip liner on, and I just used a natural lip liner because I'm going to go in with the Fenty Heat Gloss. This is just a gold, beautiful gloss. I don't have a mustardy based kind of lipstick or anything like that. Otherwise, that's what I would have used. But I'm going to use this Fenty gloss instead. I think it would match very well with the shine that I have on my eye, kind of marry, you know, my eyes and my lips together. But you just need a nice nude lip gloss. I don't know, it's kind of like a cosplay meets the gold, bronzy kind of makeup aesthetic that we see from the influencers every summer. And just applying a gloss, it's not, I don't know, it's not rocket science. It's not that hard. Although I did just get lip liner all over the wand. Alright, so now as my lips start doing its thing, let's get into the blush. Because this is what I think I am so smart for this. This is like my favorite part of this look. I'm going to go in with a red blush. Because when you're looking at the cartridge, it says Zelda. Right big red bold letters right across the front. So if above and below are gold tone, we're going to have the red right in the center, and we're really going to make our head the golden cartridge. I'm going to start with this red matte blush from Claydos. I don't know the name of it. It will be listed down below in the description box. But I'm going to do the like e-girl kind of blush thing, sort of. I gotta be real careful because I don't want to be too rosy. But I'm gonna stamp it in because this is this blush can be very opaque. If you go in too heavy, it will be heavy on your face. So I don't know. Use the lightest hand. Less is more with this blush. But I'm gonna sweep it across my face like, you know, the cute little e-girls, because the letters are across the cartridge. My brush is falling apart. That's not good. And I just want to sweep it out. Ooh. And then I'm going to take the ColourPop Fair Enough Super Shock Blush. This is the more red toned blush, and I have really been loving this blush so much. It is so pretty, and to kind of add some shine to my face because my eyes are already so shiny and my lips are so shiny, I'm going to continue that right across the center and kind of blend it out across the cheek. So that way it's red, but I don't know. Maybe I look like I've ran too hard. I don't know. Do I look like red and sweaty? It's kind of cute though. And so to also tie up this look, I'm going to take the Super Shock highlight from ColourPop, but I'm actually going to take the shade Silly Old Bear. If you have a gold highlight, that's really all you need to use. I just like this one because it is a true like gold, or excuse me, a true like yellow goldy kind of highlight. And I'm just gonna highlight as I normally do, kind of blend that in. It's gold, it's shiny. I think it plays well with everything else that I'm using here. I'm going to take a little bit down the tip of my nose, down my nose, across the tip. Should I just add some up here just because I have some left over on my brush? Why not? Okay, so then let's zoom out and let's wrap up this video. This is the final look. I let my hair down so I can really try to capture like my little Link and Zelda with the bleached hair that I have. I need a haircut is really what I need. But this was a very fun little project. I feel like everyone that I've kind of talked to about different casual cosplay ideas, you guys have all brought something new and different to each experience. That dude in makeup, his love for video games really inspired me to kind of really pull these colors together. And Beauty and the Beaker, she's just so different in that, you know, she doesn't like to stay in this little box. So when she reached out to me about doing a Zelda casual cosplay, but she wanted it to be something different, something she hasn't really like seen before. I was thinking, oh my gosh, you're gonna have me do like Hog Ganon or like, I don't know, something like that, like a Poe or whatnot. I was kind of anticipating maybe some of the like smaller like little things that you fight. But she came up with this great concept of the actual like golden cartridge, which I think is really cool because I don't know, I think it's very common to kind of fall into a routine of like I'm putting greens and yellows together, so that's like Legend of Zelda because Link wears the green tunic, but he also has a red one and a blue one. So I mean, you don't have to limit yourself to those traditional color stories, I guess. But because I've had such a fun experience kind of opening up the casual cosplay to more of a collaborative effort, let me know down below, what are some of the casual cosplays that you would like to see me do? Maybe what are some of your concepts or ideas? And if you are a content creator, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below because I would love nothing more than to work with other content creators because like it's so fun for me. And it, like, again, you don't have to like anime. That dude in makeup isn't really an anime fan. I don't know if Beauty and the Beaker is as well, but she really loved Zelda. I will cosplay anything. Anything. It doesn't matter. If you like a 2000 celebrity, I will cosplay them. Like, I don't know. I've really been kind of wanting to casual cosplay Paris Hilton. So, I mean, if you are that kind of, like, makeup content creator and you love that kind of 2000s, and that's what you're doing on your channel, let me know. Let's collab. Let's do something. This has just been very fun, and all of the content creators that have reached out to me with some ideas and things, I really want to do it. So just let me know. I will have my work email attached in the description box, but it's always attached to my channel. So even after I've posted videos weeks later and you just have an idea, go to my channel. It's there. It's listed. Shoot me an email. I do not mind. But if you liked hanging out with me today and you would like to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on another video. And don't forget to check out Beauty and the Beaker's channel as well. She's so fun. She's so intelligent. She's like a science major, an engineer. She's just so brilliant. And her channel is very fun. She's doing different things with makeup and science. So if you're not really into the traditional like beauty guru kind of thing, and you like the science side of makeup, go check out her channel and maybe go give her some suggestions of some of the content you would like to see. Because I think right now too, I think she's just kind of also open to, you know, just the collaborative efforts. But that's it for this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.